I don't even know what a memoir is. I don't think I've read one. What is a memoir? Should I know what a memoir is? I don't know. And the next one is Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Ahoy, ahoy. Today we're listening to Tennessee Ernie Ford. It is a hymnal record, and you're probably wondering, why are we listening to gospel music? And why do you have your nicest shirt on? It is out of respect out of this book. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Stories from the Crematory by Caitlin Doughty. This is the first memoir I've ever read. It is about Caitlin's life experience from when she went from a medieval history major to working or being a licensed mortician. And she had no experience going into the funeral home business. And so she gets a job in California. So she moves from Hawaii to California, and she tells her first day, which was shaving a dead body. And from the first page, I actually was going to finish Black Prism yesterday, but I read the first page and I sat on my couch and I read till midnight, and then I finished it today. This is a fascinating story. It's about a dark topic that nobody ever talks about, and it should be. I was 2/3 through this book, and I was thinking to myself, this would be a great book for teachers in high school to give their students to read, because the topic of death and your own mortality is something that is so bypassed and just hush hush shoved under the pillow, and nobody ever wants to talk about. And that is mentioned multiple times in this book, and she explains why that's such a bad idea and why we need to face it, I guess. And so she does not hold back details in this book. She is a great narrative, and she makes it as fun and enjoyable an experience as possible. So she starts off as a cremation operator, where she takes a body and burns it and then collects the ashes and sends them out to the family or loved ones. And then she tells you experiences of when she firsthand watched an embalming process and why or why not you should do that to a body. She gives examples of different rituals that different tribes or nations or countries do, and how North America differs from them, and how North America has such $1 billion business in the death industry. This book hit me hard. I don't usually cry in books. I think I've cried in one other book, and then I was just reading, it was normal, and then all of a sudden I was bawling. It is a scene where they get an online order. Yes, there is online order for corpses. That's how crazy this world is right now. This is a 240-page book. If you are interested in death like I am, give this book a try. If you want to know what's wrong with this world, give this book a try. If you just want an interesting tale, give this book a try. Holy moly, I gave this a 4.4 out of 5, and I am definitely going to read more memoirs after this. I love this book. So, I didn't have a very good outro. I just kind of looked at the record player for like 5 seconds thinking about the book, and then I just stood up, not saying goodbye or whatever. So, before I end this video, even though you probably want it to be done, I'm going to read the second paragraph in the first page. This is when she was shaving the guy on her first day. Under the glare of the fluorescent lights, I looked down at poor, motionless Brian for what seemed like a solid 10 minutes. That was his name, or so the toe tag hung around his foot informed me. I wasn't sure if Brian was a he, a person, or an it, a body, but it seemed like I should at least know his name for this most intimate of procedures. That is the writing style that Caitlin does throughout the book, and I was hooked. Thank you for watching. I recommend this book more than any other book I've read. And thank you. Bye. I gotta wave now. Make sure this is a good ending. Bye. God, I'm a fucking weirdo.